will try and milk this situation or not, something we'll have to wait and watch. In fact, we have breaking inputs with regards to the very same story. We are now learning that Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge has already made a statement with regards to the ongoing farmers' protest. He's just announced that if voted to power, we will give guarantee of MSP. That is what Mallikarjun Kharge has gone on record to say, that if the I.N.D.I.A alliance and the Congress party are finally voted to power, they will give a guarantee of the minimum support price, the legal guarantee for which is what the farmers are now protesting all about. Let's also listen in to the statement that has come in from the Congress president before we dive deeper into it.
हमारे पार्टी की ओर से एक गारंटी देना चाहता हूं। पहली गारंटी छत्तीसगढ़ से शुरू होगी। राहुल जी ये मुझे कहे हैं कि ये गारंटी लोगों के लिए कहना जरूरी है। कौन सी गारंटी? कांग्रेस पार्टी ये घोषणा करती है कि हम देश के किसानों को एमएसपी की लीगल गारंटी दिलाने के फसलों का व्यापक खरीद के साथ हमको एमएसपी खरीदने का किसानों का जो क्रॉप्स उसकी गारंटी हम देते हैं। हमारी गवर्नमेंट जब आएगी तो ये लीगल गारंटी जरूर होगी। ये पहली गारंटी है।
All right, so as we know that the MSP is only one of the demands being posed by the farmers, will the guarantee for an MSP from the Congress party sort of elicit that kind of support from the farmers, which the Congress and in fact the I.N.D.I.A alliance is looking for at the moment? Remember, the Congress is very desperate for winning the favor of especially the farmers. As we all know, India being a country that heavily relies on the agrarian sector, could certainly do with the support of the farmers means a lot for these political parties. On that note, let's quickly go across to Pallavi Ghosh, who's joining me on the phone line. Pallavi, we were just discussing how this entire farmers' protest, like the last time in the year 2020 to 21, could again be galvanized into a political agenda, as is being seen by the Congress party at the moment.
But if you remember, Akanksha, in 2009, the Congress party had come back to power again on the plank of the farm loan waivers.
Right.
So farmers really, in that sense, matter politically speaking as far as the Congress party is concerned. And as we are on the threshold of the Lok Sabha elections, they've seized an opportunity. And when you see those scenes which are being played out on the border, the point which the Congress party is then making is that this government has always had a pro-corporate, anti-farmer mindset. And which is why the Congress president at that public meeting which is taking place in Chhattisgarh, along with Rahul Gandhi, has made a commitment that should our party come back to power, we are going to ensure a minimum support price, or the MSP as it's called. Very clearly trying to take advantage of the trouble which is stoking on the border. They think that this is going to work for them both at the Lok Sabha level, and also say in a state like a Punjab or a Haryana and other agrarian economy states where this is going to be the pitch, that a vote for the Congress party is a vote for the farmers, and how insensitive this government is.
Absolutely, Pallavi. In fact, when you look at this, the way this is entirely being politicized, the fact of the matter remains that the farmers still want to call themselves apolitical. Having said that, what are the kind of differences do you observe when you compare this farmers' protest, the farmers' protest 2.0, when compared to the farmers' protest of 2020? Remember, as far as leadership is concerned, we do not really see a Rakesh Tikait fronting this entire protest this time.
Yes, I mean, many of those pro-farmer lobby and faces are conspicuous by their absence. That was also in the context of the farm laws, which we know the government has taken back. And more than that, that seemed a very organic kind of a protest, something which was very spontaneous and, of course, hung around for a much, much longer time. This one looks very contrived, that's what the critics are pointing out. The timing is also something which is believed to be suspect, coming very close to a Lok Sabha elections. Also, you are also ending up making this mistake of inconveniencing the common man. Destruction of public property, which is also a drain on the taxpayers' money. When we see those flyovers and other public property being attacked, that is where the criticism is coming in. I think at some point of time, if you look at the social media traction also and timeline also, this time round the protests don't seem to be getting that kind of an overwhelming support as we saw it during the first time round.
All right, Pallavi, I'm in fact going to request you to continue staying with me since you were also referring to Rahul Gandhi's meeting with the farmer unions currently in Chhattisgarh. Let's also listen into what Rahul Gandhi has had to say before I dive deeper with you.
किसानों को जो मिलना चाहिए वो नहीं मिल रहा है। आज किसान दिल्ली की ओर चले जा रहे हैं, पैदल जा रहे हैं, उनको रोका जा रहा है, उन पे टीयर गैस चलाई जा रही है, उनको जेल में भरा जा रहा है। और वो क्या कह रहे हैं? सिर्फ ये कह रहे हैं कि हमारी मेहनत का फल हमें मिलना चाहिए।
All right, we quickly go back to Pallavi. Pallavi, exactly the same point that you were making a while ago is now being reiterated by Rahul Gandhi, where, of course, the Congress now projecting itself as the messiah of all the farmers. Having said that, do you think that this farmers' protest could very well sort of snowball into a larger political agenda, which could also prove to be a unifying point for the entire alliance, which we so far have been seen crumbling down? Because remember, it's not just the Congress party which is making overtures. The I.N.D.I.A party has also gone on record to say that we will not offer you the stadium to jail the farmers.
Akanksha, I think the crumbling in the India front is too deep now for the farmers' protest being that kind of a fevicol or the glue which can bring them together. Each one of the stakeholders who are supporting the farmers' protest are clearly doing it keeping their constituency in mind. The Trinamool Congress's genesis has been Shingu, Nondigram, Ma, Mati, Manush. So one can understand why they're going to talk favor of farmers. Same with the I.N.D.I.A party. After all, it's a party which is in power not just in Delhi but also in Punjab, and that's where the protests are coming in from. The Congress backdrop I have already explained to you in 2009, coming in on the basis of the farm loan waivers. But Rahul Gandhi's own politics, Bhatta Parsol, talking about land being taken away, land acquisition, farmers' rights, that's been at the crux of Rahul Gandhi's politics. And as we look into a Lok Sabha elections and the campaign, and he's on a yatra, and he's in Chhattisgarh, mind you, then he's going to go to UP, then to Maharashtra, talking in defense of the farmers is something, again, he's keeping it in mind, the chances of the Congress party. So I won't say it's a glue because the damage has been done. The unraveling of the India front is near complete. But yes, for each of the three players who are supporting the farmers over here are doing it for their own political constituency or vote bank in mind.
All right. Many thanks to you, Pallavi, for putting this entire controversy into political perspective for us.